Hello friends, welcome to your channel Crash Course for the Engineers. In the previous session, we had discussion regarding the industrial engineering and the history of industrial engineering. Now the main important topics that we have covered are related to the production and the productivity. Now to improve the productivity, we need to apply certain methods, certain studies, and one of the important study is related to the work study. Now, this work study technique is used in various organizations, various industries, which includes the manufacturing, healthcare, service sector, and office environments. Now, friends, these topics are more towards the theoretical and management related to the topics. So the language may be different than the other topics. So please bear with me. So what is work study? Work study is an area of knowledge that addresses the problem of work simplification with the basic objective of productivity enhancement and human comfort and safety. So the main objective of work study is to improve the productivity, to have a good human comfort, and improve the safety of humans. Now, in this work study, we do systematic study of work system, and the purpose of this study is to develop the preferred system and method with the lower cost or lowest cost. Standardizing this system and method. After developing the system, we standardize this system. So it is a systematic study, as I told you. Then determining the standard time for the task and assisting in training the worker in preferred methods. So we can define it is a systematic examination of carrying on activities so as to improve the effective use of resources and to set standards of performance for the activities being carried out. So this may be the one definition of work study. So in the work study, now look at over here. This is one more definition to the work study. Work study investigates the work done in an organization and aims at finding the best and the most efficient way of utilizing the available resources. Now, the resources which are available in any organization are man, material, money, and machinery. So, for effective utilization of these resources, and the objective or aim is to achieve the best possible quality work in minimum possible time. So, in overall, we can say if one of the things is achieved, we get the increase in the productivity. Now, what are the advantages of work study? So, here we achieve the smooth production flow with minimum interruptions. It helps to reduce the cost of the product by eliminating waste and unnecessary operations. Here, a better management and worker relation is achieved, and we can meet the delivery commitments. Another other advantages of the work study are we can achieve the reduction in rejection and scrap, and which leads to higher utilization of resources of the organization. It helps to achieve the better working condition because if you see the previous slide, it was the main objective or the of the work study. So human safety and comfort. So by achieving the better working condition, the objective is achieved. Better workplace layout. Better workplace layout is the advantage of work study. Improve upon the existing process or method and help in standardization and simplification. It helps to establish the standard time for an operation or a job which has got application in manpower planning and production plan. So these are the advantages of work study. Now this work study consists of two main components. First is a method study. So finding better way to perform a job. So studying a method, or in other words, we can say a process improvement. Then work measurement, that is time study, where determining the standard time required to complete the job is done. Now, one by one, we'll understand method study and work measurement. So now here in the method study, we can see it is a systematic recording and critical examination of existing and proposed ways of doing work as means of developing and applying easier and more effective methods and reducing cost. So the definition is little bit complicated. Here we do a systematic recording and at the same time critical examination of first thing the existing and second thing the proposed ways of doing work to develop and apply. So to develop and apply easier and more effective methods and reduce the cost. Okay. This can be used to design a new plant, design of a new product, design of new process, the improvement of the existing process, and the improvement of the existing workplace. So, method study is also called as a method engineering or work design. Method engineering is used to describe the collection of analysis techniques which focus on improving the effectiveness of man and machine. According to BSI, the definition of method study is it is a systematic recording and critical examination of existing and proposed ways of doing work as a mean of developing and applying easier and more effective methods and reducing the cost. Friends, the definition may be difficult to understand, but the other things which are related to the method study are easy to understand, easy to apply. Now, what is the objective of method study? In the objective, we can see all the objectives are related to the improvement and reduction. Only one objective is related to the standardization. So first objective is improvement of manufacturing process and procedures. So continuous improvement we are expected. Improvement of the working conditions. Improvement of plant layout and workplace layout. Reducing human effort and fatigue. Reducing material handling. improvement of plant and equipment design, improvement in the utility of material, machines, and manpower, then standardization of method and improvement in the safety standard. So these are the objectives that we are expected if any organization is applying the method study. Now, method study involves the breakdown of an operation or procedure into its component elements and their systematic analysis. In carrying out the method study, the right attitude of mind is important. The method study man should have first is the desire and determination to produce the result. Second is ability to achieve the result and understanding of human factors involved. The method study scope lies in improving work methods through process and operation analysis, such as manufacturing operation and their sequences, workmen, materials, tools and cages, layout of physical active facilities and workstation design, movement of main and material handling, then work environment. The areas to which method study can be applied successfully in manufacturing are to improve work methods and procedures, to determine the best sequence of doing work, to smooth material flow with minimum backtracking and to improve the layout, to improve the working condition and hence to improve the labor efficiency, to reduce the monotony in the work, to improve plant utilization and material utilization, elimination of waste and unproductive operations, to reduce the manufacturing cost through reducing cycle time of the operation. Now, in the next slide, we'll talk about the basic procedure for method study. The first step is to select the work to be studied and define its boundaries. The first step is very important because it is selection process and it defines what may be included in the work and what things are not included. So boundaries, selection of the boundaries or definition of the boundaries is very important. Next step is to record all the facts about the method by direct observation. So observation comes into picture. Then examine the ways of job is being performed and challenge its purpose, place sequence and method of performance. There is a difference between these two things, recording and examining. In the recording, we just record the facts by direct observation, and in the examining, we are asking so many questions related to the job. Then, next is the developing the most efficient and economic method. Then, evaluate different alternative to develop new improved method and compare with the current method with the performance and the cost effectiveness. Now, in the after developing the most efficient and economic method, in the evaluate part, we are comparing the new improved method with the performance and cost effectiveness of the current method. Then define defining the new method as a result in a clear manner and present it to those who are concerned. Next is to install the new method as a standard practice and train the persons involved in applying it. And last is to maintain the new method by regular checking. So we can say select, record, examine, develop, evaluate, define, install, and maintain. These are the 8 steps or 8 basic step procedure for method study. Let us talk about an example where we can understand the method study. So first, improving a packing process in a warehouse. So this is the example. Selection. The packing process in a warehouse is chosen because it is time consuming and has a high error rate. In the next step, we are recording. The detailed observation and recording are made of current packing process, which include timing each step, noting the layout of the packing area, and recording the movement of workers and materials. Next step is examine, analyze the recorded data to identify the bottlenecks, unnecessary movement, sources of error. For example, it may be found that the workers spend lot of time walking to fetch the packing material. Okay. Next is to develop propose changes such as reorganizing the packing area to minimize walking distance, introducing standardized packing procedures and better packing materials to reduce the errors. Next is to evaluate, assess the proposed changes by running a small scale trial, measure the time saved and reduction in errors compared to the original method. So in evaluation, we are running a small scale trial. At the same time, we are comparing the new method with the original method. Next is to define. If the trial is successful, define the new packing process in detail, create standardized work instructions, and train the workers on the new method. Now, friends, definition or define part of the method study is a tremendously important job work because creating standardized work instruction and training of the worker on the new method is involved. Next is install. So implement the new packing process in the entire warehouse. Ensure all workers follow the new procedure. So the workers in the organizations are not ready for the new things or the changes that are happening. So ensuring all the workers follow the new procedure. Next is to maintain. Now, after installing, we need to continuously monitor the packing process to ensure it remains efficient. Gathering the feedback from workers and make any necessary adjustment to maintain or improve the performance. So this is related to the work study and introduction to the method study. Thank you, friends. If you are liking the content that I'm posting on the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.